with Parting against Life. Okay, no probes sent out early. Might be a normal game here. In the upper left.
Yo Flash Whoops Parting.
What a pickup for them, already in GSL GSL Finals.
In the bottom right, in the yellow, he is
KT Rolster Live.
So let's talk about this for a second here. Parting, his team is in fact not a Korean pro team. For some of you guys that are not as familiar with Starcraft who are watching, Koreans are essentially the best, but he's on Yoey Flash Wolves.
That's right.
That's a Taiwanese team.
Absolutely it is, and that's... okay, yeah, this is a Cannon Rush, of
Cannon
course.
rushing.
If there's a hatchery first. By sending out both probes, you just make sure that you see it right away.
Now, I got to say,
of course, it costs you a little bit more.
This is a little bit similar. Back in Seoul.
Sick.
We love you too, man. Thank you guys for coming down here.
You guys are way better than those Australians in the Barcraft in Melbourne that's watching us right now. Cheers to you guys, by the way, in that Barcraft.
Yeah.
You guys are way better than the New Zealanders in the audience. Like, thanking both of you. I'm like, oh, no.
All right, the Cannon Rush is starting.
And, well, he did see the probe go under, so he's checking for this, and he's going to know that this is real. This is not a fake. Life is very good at figuring this type of thing out. Uh-oh.
Oh.
You've been Cannon Rushed.
Well, he just can't get in there now.
No, he's going to have to cancel that. So this is going to give Parting a nice little advantage.
Now notice, he's got a second probe patrolling out here. There might be Cannon Rush number 3 coming up here. He'll probably cancel, he'll cancel that one down there, make just another pylon to buy time. But you can do another Cannon Rush.
You can.
You can. To see it. The fact that he has a second probe out here makes me curious.
If you do a second one, and it doesn't work.
Oh my God! You know what? Now he actually can do a second Cannon Rush.
He's setting it up.
Yeah, he's going to do it for sure. This is downright dirty, man. This is
seriously. There's 4 Lings on the way right now, but they are not even done making. He's sending down the probe for another Cannon Rush. This is crazy,
guys. We might be in the GSL GSL finals here, but somewhere in Silver League, this exact same game is happening there too.
Oh! SOS, eat your heart out, man. This is how you Cannon Rush. He's going to Cannon Rush every base on the map.
This is so good.
Oh my God.
It's a 3-base Cannon Rush.
He is Cannon Rushing everything at once right now. I didn't even know you could do this.
I can't believe this. I mean, this gauntlet that the Zerg will have to go through to even get out to start this game up. By the way,
oh my God.
Nexus started here for Parting. Oh, are you serious?
It's time to Cannon Rush this. He's got to Cannon Rush that.
He's got to Cannon Rush that.
He has to Cannon Rush every base. Who needs a gateway? Oh my God, this one's finishing. He's got to throw up some more cannons down there. And he's going to as well. He needs to cancel that next, just make more cannons, man. I just need, like... We're going to have to see Life go 1-base Broodlord to break out of this.
I don't know if that's enough, actually, to save this. I think the probe can actually shimmy back and forth. And excuse me, that's...
Well, he's got 2 probes here. This is... Oh, man. There's only, like... I think there might be one little matrix he can actually attack there. I'm not sure, but...
Yeah.
Just look at the planning here by Parting. Even had that wall ready to stop the Zerglings from running by. It was like just brilliant placement.
This will be... Oh my God!
Uh-oh! This is reminding me of Classic vs. Rogue coming up! Except even crazier.
Now, note, this drone's trying to sneak out. You really got to keep an eye on every drone that leaves here. And we already have another hatch coming up here. Now, Parting is not aware of this hatch, right? Oh, no, he is.
No, he's aware.
No, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, he's
actually attacking it. Never mind.
I don't know how many probes he has on it. Because you don't want to let that finish. Like, that's how you let Life have a chance to get right back into this. Okay, he's only attacking it with 2.
Make cannons around
he's
going to
have to.
I think he's waiting until it's a little bit over halfway. Okay. And then he starts the cannons, because that way he might be able to sync up the cancel, like hatch cancels, and then Yeah, that's what he's doing here now.
Okay, so, well, Life in the meantime is working on these rocks as well. That could be another entrance in.
Nope, it looks like Parting's already
He's going to have to put a cannon there, too. This looks a lot like the very first game of Starcraft 1 I ever played. Just cannons all over the place, not really sure what's going to go on.
It's gone full circle, man.
Just trying to make sure I don't die.
Well, the mothership core is out now. That should zone away. Let's see if this hatch gets canceled, by the way. Now, he's making a roach, Warren.
Yeah.
That's finished. He let that get done.
Oh, man. He's even making a queen here.
You know what? He has to get that cannon up now. He almost did not get that cannon up. The creep just went under that. That could actually
I guess he could have put it on the low ground right there, but this one is way more helpful.
Nidus Network.
Oh, man.
He's going to try to burst into the main
And
here.
look, this pylon is to watch for that. That is what that pylon is for. These two have really prepared for each other here. And he's even canceled Queen, realizing this is not going to work. So you were right. He was waiting for that hatch to be at a certain amount of health.
Yeah.
He wanted it to finish.
Yeah. And if he cancels the last second, that should be synced up in such a way that then you cancel that.
I think he's going to Nidus the front here. I think he's going to try to bust through the front.
Well, let's see. Where's his Overlord? He has one that's outside. I believe, he has to Nidus the front, right? He can't get vision into anything else.
Well, yeah, he has one Overlord that could try to peek in, but I don't think that's going to do it for you. I think you Nidus the front here and try to break through. There's only one cannon up there. It's a possibility. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Nidus at the front.
By the way, Zerg has to win here.
Yes.
This is like, there's not like plan C or D, or if we run out of letters in the alphabet and we have to start using letters in different languages. We don't have additional plans from here. This is...
Okay, he hears it. The mothership core going up to check right now. Queen popping out as well.
He needs to get those force fields up.
Oh, man. And you know what? No warp gate. This means that he has 3 sentries to work with here. A lot of cannons going up. Oh, he actually doesn't get that core quite yet. Trying to chrono boost out that warp gate research.
He needs to be very, very
He's
careful
so
with the
close
force
to warp gate.
Oh! Denied! Warp gate denied!
That means 4 sentries only. He's not going to be able to get any more unless one's building right this second.
But the cannons are finishing, and it looks like Light was forced back.
I think so. Well, with that many cannons, a Nexus cannon up, Life starting to drone. He does have that expansion. That should be his 5th base.
Hold up. It's 34 probes to 30 drones. Now, one thing to keep in mind here, guys, one thing to note is that he did deny warp gate. So Parting is sort of stuck in his base for a little bit. Now, we've never really casted a game quite like this, okay? But we'll have to see how a player like Life can handle already a lot of Protoss infrastructure coming in down here. Because head warp gate finished, Protoss has a great counterattack going into the main or the expansion. But let's see if Life can recuperate.
Right now, he literally doesn't have a gateway. He's making some now, but I think we're just going to see Life go ahead and do a Swarm Host push from here, realizing that his opponent's tech is so slow after this many cannons. I think that's, Swarm Host on the way.
Swarm Host.
Enduring Locust being made. He already has the Nidus there. You know, this is just as wild and crazy as you can imagine.
Oh, nice block there.
Oh, but he does lose a sentry. That's a big deal.
Yeah, don't want to lose any sentries early on.
Yeah, this is exactly what I imagine coming in today, Tasteless. The fact that these two are such aggressive micro-based players, so many mind games between them, none of these games are going to look like anything normal.
The 2 Swarm Hosts are almost out here. We have numerous gateways finishing right now for Parting, but he doesn't really have an answer to the Swarm Hosts.
Yeah.
And even though this is not a lot, this will start to chew away at the entrance right now for Parting. Now, he might have wanted to wait a second before putting those 2 down there, because now Parting at least knows there is an Observer coming out here, but not really enough units to engage the Swarm Host just yet.
Dude, I tell you, this is something that you really never see a game like this, like you were saying before.
Yeah.
What does he do here? He's making some more gates. I feel like, though, I really want to see a Warp Prism. I want to see a Warp Prism. I want to see him go into Colossus, just non-stop Chronos, maybe even a second Robo, because he has to break out of this. And, you know, it's 2 bases for Life. He doesn't really have a lot other than some Swarm Hosts.
You know what? Not enough roaches yet to comfortably engage that just there. So he sees the Swarm Host here. Now, this is actually, it's kind of funny. This looks a lot like a very old Brood War build. But I'll get to that in a second. We have the Queen now being attacked. And this is what you wanted to be scared of with the being able to warp in anywhere on the map with all these pylons sprinkled outside the Zerg's bases. You can start just sending Zealots in here. Those Swarm Hosts can't defend and attack at the same time. Drones are now spreading out here. We have Roaches coming up. He's having to make all these Nidus networks all over the place to try to engage this. But, you know, right now, both these players taking heavy hits at their expansions that are spread out around the map here. And there's not quite enough on either side to have a healthy defense.
If one of these guys loses a base, that's it. That will be game. Like, you can't go down to one base against two. That's the ultimate death. So right now we see both players trying to push hard. Parting failing a little bit on that micro. So does lose a few extra units. And this Swarm Host count is already getting really, really high.
Well, this is getting dangerously low for the cannon numbers here at the expansion. Now, Colossus is going to help out tremendously. Thank God he got that out in time. But, oh, hold up. Zealot's over here in the main.
Unpowered Robo, by the way, he is popping out these Roaches now. That little group of Roaches doing a huge amount of work.
Not using two of those Zealots. A little bit of micro there by Parting. I think just barely Life won this.
I think you could be right about that, Taste. And after
we've never cast games like this.
It's not over quite yet, though. We'll see. The thing is, I don't know how he breaks through this Swarm Host wall. Like, you need a lot of Colossus to have any chance of doing this. Quite a few.
No, misclick. In a moment where you couldn't afford to have any errors, he just lost a few stalkers there, excuse me. Locust still pushing up here. Now he has enough sentries, he might be able to just force field endlessly, keep that Colossus safe.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit shy of that. This is a little bit too, if he was like up on top of ramp, easy peasy, no problem, but you know, this is not one of those maps, so this is pretty tough. The Roaches run up, trying to get whatever they can here, and another Colossus does pop out. That's the type of thing he needs, multiple Colossus, but this is coming too slow.
He may want to try to, oh no, he's going to activate Nexus Cannon. I was going to say maybe even Time Warp there. But, you know, for the time being, Parting is sort of held on. The problem is you see the supply's not growing for him. He's been at 80 for a little while now.
That's true, but the Colossus count is even more important than that. You can make his, you know, the Roach count is not really that high that now, Colossus will just lose to it.
Also, if Parting can break this position just outside of his expansion, he can also easily come back and win this. I mean, this is, you know.
No, if he breaks that, absolutely.
But the Nexus. Oh, man, if he loses the Nexus, and he does.
And down it goes. It's one base against two. He does now have three Colossus. Maybe there's still a chance here.
He would have to push all the way to where that the Swarm Hosts are and crush it. This is a Zerg on 2 base against the Protoss on 1 base right now.
Yeah, the thing is, the
one base
Swarm Hosts just pop
everywhere.
back in. They just pop right back into the Nidus.
That's true.
Now, so that's definitely an issue there.
Immortal goes down. That's
an
not
important
good.
unit too.
Yeah, that was going to help with the Roaches.
And look, these Swarm Hosts, the Locusts are slightly stifled, which is actually slowing them a little bit from walking forward here. Looks like these Roaches coming up. No, not going to be able to do anything quite yet. He just has to warp in as many sentries as possible and see if he can finally break this, but he doesn't have really good tanking here. His tanking is
right
like
now,
a Zealot.
Parting is hanging on by a thread here. And I'm starting to think there's just too many Swarm Hosts.
That is a lot of Swarm Hosts, and that's it. No coming back from that.
That's going to be it. I think Life's going to be up 2-0.
I think you're right about that, Tasteless.
Seriously, 2 insanely exciting games here.
Yeah, really ballsy openers here from Parting, but Life in the first game scouting, in the second game reacting beautifully to what was going on.
Well, I think that should be the beginning of the end here. The harass isn't working. Protoss actually just has to get this Nexus up, but you can see the creep distance here and Swarm Host edging up. I don't know why that one's actually moved all the way up there, but
they do that sometimes. They want to join their babies in the battle. But, you know, this is... He doesn't really have sentries left. He lost one of his Colossi. His economy is in shambles.
59 supply to 156. I mean, this is a pretty huge difference here. And he could just keep adding Swarm Hosts back in. Or notice that the Swarm Hosts, the Locusts are being stifled a little bit.
Yeah.
This makes it so that Protoss can never actually walk over there and engage them. Parting going to try to leave, but there is a battering ram of Roaches and Lings coming up here to say, no way. GG! Wow. Oh, my God.
2-0 right now for Life. Just craziness.
What a weird series so far. Parting, pure evil strats here.
Pure evil.
Pure evil, man. Proxy gate.